Hey, welcome to
Good cooking with Crash Server.
Indeed. So, what are we going to eat today?
Something new?
Like this?
No.
Oh, okay. So maybe something related to FoxDot.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So
Because
what's it?
this video is specially for the FoxDot community.
Yeah. So everybody which is not in the FoxDot community, go home. You can be interested. You can stay, but this is really specifically for people using FoxDot. So we've got a new project which is called WebFoxDot for the moment.
Yeah.
Maybe it will change the name. I don't know.
No.
Do you have any names?
I like this name.
He likes the name. If you've got names, suggest in the comments or not. So basically, let's go a bit about what is WebFoxDot. What is it?
What it's not.
What it's not. So it's not a replacement for FoxDot.
No.
It's not
A full web-based FoxDot. No.
It is not also. It is not multiplayer.
No, not yet.
It doesn't make coffee. Not yet.
Not
You could
yet.
in OSC with some person. That's not the point. So maybe a little bit about history. So FoxDot, the base program is not developed anymore,
No.
and now it's more or less replaced with Renardo. We can say.
Yeah. There's a new project called Renardo.
Yeah. And our project doesn't want to be something else to replace one or the other.
Oh, okay.
It's to work in complement with one and the other. For the moment, it works well with FoxDot. With Renardo, it's still work in progress. There are still some problems, but we'll fix them.
We work on it.
We work on it. Also, very, very important, this is alpha 0.00001. So there might be bugs, it might be unstable, it might have surprises.
We didn't test on every configuration. Not test. We work on Linux with Firefox.
Right.
So
Everything else we don't know yet. If you test it, please send a message if it works or if it doesn't work.
if you have a German keyboard, if you have an Indian keyboard, maybe it's something different.
Maybe something doesn't work. It's
Yeah.
probably not. So what else? We try to keep it minimal about installation.
Yeah, okay.
We'll get into the details about installation and how to get it works in the second part of the video. For the moment, maybe the easiest is to open it
Yeah.
and see how it works. Can you do a swoosh transition? Cool.
So well, we don't say what it is.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a
Why is our face not here?
no.
Oh yeah, okay. It's fine. Let's go on. Yeah. Okay, all right.
So it's like a front end.
Yeah, it's a front end for FoxDot.
FoxDot. Yeah. So FoxDot is running on the background.
Right.
I don't launch FoxDot.
He
Everything work automatically.
Should be.
It should be.
Yeah.
And I can send a message to FoxDot. Yeah. So it's a text editor, but a little with more feature.
Yeah, exactly. Some old features bringing back from FoxDot and some new ones. Let's go maybe a little over a tour of the whole software. So the first thing would be maybe the bar on the left.
Yeah.
Let's start with that.
Yeah, the panel on the left, you've got some. You can see there's a BPM, scale, and root. So if you change the BPM, like
It should update. Yes.
update, you can change the scale.
Oh, and he did something tricky there. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And the scale changes. Perfect. So you saw what he did. There is some auto-completion.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get back there. And first we go on with the menu.
Another thing is CPU usage, because
Yes.
we use it a lot live. And
Yeah, it can be useful
it
to
can
see
be
if you're
useful,
going to crash or not. Maybe a little, just a thing about why the software exists. Yeah. Yeah, why? Because we were not really bored in the winter and like, okay, let's make some software.
Yeah.
This is a version of what we use to code as Crash Server. We have a multiplayer version, a bit different, with some other features, and this is let's say a lighter version or more universal version, because a lot of the features we implemented for ourselves are not useful for most people. So
the main the first goal was to replace Troop, the other program to play to have a multiplayer. So this is a version special for FoxDot.
Solo FoxDot. Right. So back to the panel.
So you have a timer. So you can reset when you click on it.
So if you're playing a live concert and you don't know how much time you've been playing, that's useful.
Can be useful.
Or just to time yourself, or I don't know.
Make some video. Or, I don't know. The beat counter.
That's quite self-explanatory. It's a beat counter. It counts beats. There was one in FoxDot already.
But we had some Modulo,
subdivisions.
Subdivision,
then players. Okay, can we show me?
Like a blip.
Okay, so we've got the wonderful blip player you all know about.
I decrease, so
we can talk.
We can talk. So as you can see on the left, here's the player.
Right.
If I put another player, also with the amp.
You get there. Okay. So now on the left, you see you've got two players. You've got the name of the player, the type of synthesizer that is using, and how long it's been playing.
If you play a loop, maybe this one. You have the name of the loop. It can be also useful.
Can be very useful. And now the cool feature is you don't like a player anymore.
Let's say I want to stop the loop player. I just click on it.
Just click on it.
It's removed. It will. It will. No. Okay.
Right.
Another cool feature, if you solo player.
Just solo player is to make one player just alone.
Okay, so as you can see,
so the solo player is all the others are grayed out, so you don't see them, and the other one is in full color. Okay, that's cool. Under you've got help. What's that?
So here you've got all the loop, available loop.
Right.
On synth you've got all the available synths and FX.
Let me guess, all the FX.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let's go maybe a little bit more in the text editor itself. Oh wait, before we can show how to do some customization, because everybody loves some good customization.
You can select a new theme.
Yay!
Lots of.
Can you put a horrible one with?
This
that's nice.
one. Okay, you have
a ton of themes.
Thousands of themes.
You can make your own theme if you want to at some point.
Because all is just CSS.
All CSS, and of course everything is open source. Also,
HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Some basic JavaScript.
So you can dig in and have your version. You can change the fonts, the font size, the font interface.
If you like one, you can add it. No problem. You can change the font size,
the
interface, toggle the left panel, and change dark or light mode for the interface. Because sometimes when you play outside,
that's very modern, dark mode, light mode. Then you've got the shortcuts, and so here's a whole list, but we're going to show you how some of them work. But you can always refer to this if you want to find back the shortcuts. So maybe we can. What can we do? Like an autocomplete of stuff.
Okay. The first thing with autocomplete is with control space,
which is very nice.
Very nice. And if there is nothing on the line, just put control space and
it makes a new
random player.
Yeah.
Very useful.
So a lot of things are made this way because we code quite fast and we want some stuff that reacts quickly. So yeah, you'll see a lot of shortcuts and stuff to go faster. So
second is the list of synths.
yeah. with you're right. With a little trick, so you can choose any synth, but you can also choose the synth with the underscore, and that's really nice because it not only puts the synth, but it puts all the default parameters of the synth. Yeah, this one is just rate. Can you have one with a lot of
no?
all rate based.
Yeah, the basic synth have no such.
Well, if you've got another synth with a lot of parameters, all the default parameters would be
Like
play has rate, position, and room. There's a reverb in the player?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. So that's useful to play with parameters. Sometimes you don't even know they're here, so to find them, that's easier. Okay, can you show me the autocomplete with the loopings?
Okay, yeah. Let's say you have the loop player.
Right.
Up. Control space, and it give you all the available loop you have in your directory.
Yes.
So basically you have just FoxDot, I think.
Yeah. But if you add some loops,
if you add some,
and you follow the rules of adding a number behind the loop name, directory name.
Yeah, that's a convention we
use by ourselves. We find it useful this way. So if a loop has a duration of 16, we add 16 behind the number, and then WebFoxDot knows this and automatically chooses a duration which is appropriate of the length of the sample.
Yeah,
exactly. Which helps a lot to, if you trigger live something, you want it to be in the good rate and the good timing. So yeah, that works.
And you update the duration based on your loop. As you can see, 16. If I take a 32.
Yes. All right. So yeah,
Next
we were
feature.
saying the loops. Okay, so to repeat. Another feature is for the FX.
FX, yeah.
FX.
If you put a X,
like FX. Very cleverly.
And autocomplete.
And it finds all the effects.
Yeah.
And with the same thing with the underscore. So if you put the FX without the underscore, it's just the FX. If you put the FX with the underscore, it puts all the default values for the FX. So I find this feature really, really useful since he implemented it. Because a lot of FX you use all the time, like distortion, like whatever. And then you say, oh, there are like 20 parameters I don't use.
Okay.
So it changes.
Yeah. You will discover all the feature of your FX.
Yeah, exactly. And I must say, as a user, as you are, WebFoxDot has changed quite a few things on my coding approach. Yeah.
Another cool feature is
Alt-X.
Alt-X.
So instead of writing dot stop bracket, you can now just Alt-X so that's in the shortcut. So it just stops the player without removing the line, without using stop. Yeah, and you can put it on and off with Alt-X.
Alt-X, yeah.
You've got solo also, I think,
Yeah.
with Alt-S. What else is useful shortcuts?
Like, you can... Okay, let's say you have... And Control Alt S to unsolo.
To unsolo and to put everything again. Cool. What else? Well, there are some other things like duplication or stuff like that.
You can search.
Search and replace.
Okay, search and replace. Okay.
So you can search in the... Oh yeah, compared to especially Troop or FoxDot, I'm not sure anymore. I don't think it's the problem. The line limits, no, you can have huge code without lagging, without crashing too much, without... we did some jam sessions with like hundreds and hundreds of lines of code.
You can go to 1 million of line.
That's quite a lot. And it was stable. I'm not going to say this version is going to be stable because it's not tested yet.
Another Easter eggs. Maybe.
Easter eggs? What's the Easter egg?
Yeah, if you click on roots.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You have a piano roll, and which is based on the scale and the root.
Mm-hmm.
actual root. If you change, let's say if I change the root, autocomplete
for the root also. Yeah.
Yeah, it changed all the. So sometimes
it's more composition tool.
Yeah, it's more composition, and if you are more into piano, if you are a piano player, it will help you.
Too. Yeah.
And let's say, okay, you want to compose something like that's not the right note.
Right note.
But
we got the idea.
You got the idea, and now you have all the notes. Okay. Sure, it's really beautiful.
Beautiful. Of course, it's perfect. I think it's about it. I know. Probably, I discover a lot of features while using it. Probably we forgot some features, very possibly. I'm not sure which one, but you'll see.
You can go to.
You can always check in the shortcuts. Maybe there are some. I think we can conclude this part of the video for now. So, as we said, it's not a replacement. It's a tool that is to be used with existing FoxDot or Renardo, even though Renardo is for the moment not fully integrated yet.
No.
It's alpha, so there might be surprises. What else? You can ask any questions in the commentary, send us an email, or you find us. On Telegram. On FoxDot. All the links in the
description.
In the thing. I never do this thing, from YouTube. Hey, check here. Well, whatever. And now let's go into the really exciting part.
Installation.
Yeah, a little bit more technical. So now the fun part. Installation.
Oh.
Please, little warning, we're not going to do everything detailed how to install. We've got a web page we're going to show you with the instructions. We're not going to do everything in the video because some things might change next week or something. So let's keep that for when everything is really sure. So for the brave people wanting to try the version 001,
it's on our GitHub.
Yes, so the address is in the description, of course.
The repository WebFoxDot. So everything is detailed, so you just have to read.
Yeah. So basically, you've got to get pulled, get cloned the thing to get it on your hard drive, modify the path for FoxDot, do some configuration. It's not a lot. Then launch a Python server and launch an HTTP server.
Yeah.
So that's the basic steps, detailed on the page itself.
And go to the address with your web browser.
And then it should work. For the CPU, that's a little configuration inside Super Collider itself. So you don't have to use it if the feature is not interesting for you. You don't have to launch it. It's an extra thing. We use it a lot because we can use the input.
We can't live without.
And we can really live without because the CPU is a trigger that triggers visuals and other stuff. So it's really dependent for our live setup. But for WebTube, it's not really necessary.
So if you want also to develop some feature, you can use Node.js because it's based on Node.js.
Even though you don't require Node.js to use it.
But if you need to change some stuff,
yes.
Yeah, you can do it with Node.js. Yeah.
Also for the future, so I think people will ask, can we get multiplayer or something? It's a question because it implies some other technological changes which depend on Node.
If you want the multiplayer feature, you have to install Node. So
it's an extra step we are not including for the moment. Maybe it will come. We will first try to see if this one is stable enough, it works, if it's interesting for someone, but maybe nobody cares, I don't know.
And try to work with Renardo.
To work with Renardo in order to make it work correctly. And for the rest, we will see in the future if we're going to implement multiplayer or not. As always in software development, it's time, it's energy, and we got a way to think.
Don't have it.
If you've got feature requests, you can always send them. maybe
We will
we'll
see.
ignore them, maybe we'll look into it. We will read it, at least that's for sure. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Did we lose some features in the, because you've got a lot of features list there?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's pretty much alright. So I think it's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So bye bye until the next
Yeah.
code cooking. Next ones are going to be less FoxDot oriented and less specific and a little bit more about live coding in general and making music and visual in general.
Okay. Hope you enjoy. Test. Give your feedback.
Yeah. And cheers.
And cheers.
Go.